So here we are at the Sydney Motorcycle Expo. We're here with Steve from AdventureMoto. AdventureMoto have been fantastic helping us out with some gear, giving us some tips and really helping us to get set up for this trip that we're undertaking. So Steve, thanks for all your help, and how about you tell us why AdventureMoto got involved with City to Sunrise?
Look, for me it's about riders supporting other riders, and I'm passionate about riding first and foremost, but adventure riding, dual sport riding is just something that I think as you're discovering. It's a whole world out there, and 95% of the roads in the world are unsealed, and this is a great way to discover the art or the passion of adventure riding. And for me, I can live vicariously through you because I just haven't got the time that you guys have got to get off road and do some of these amazing trips. Paul's trying to convince me to maybe take a couple of weeks break, and while he lies on a beach, I'll jump on his bike. It's still ticking over when I'm there. And it's great to get behind.
It'd be fantastic to have you join us for a bit if you can somehow swing it.
Yeah, I think it'd be great too, yeah. And look, you've picked some fantastic bikes, and we've picked some fantastic products to go on the bike. We've had a lot of support from local manufacturers, including Barkbusters and Pivot Pegs, as well as B&B Bash Plates. They're all Australian companies that have got behind you. We've also had some of our American suppliers, Giant Loop Moto. They've offered some luggage systems for you. And we've also had some people like Frank Pons get on board and help tune the suspension. And we're going to keep working on the bikes. Vince Strang from, he's a DR, the guy, the man, the DR god.
Mr. DR.
Mr. DR is Vince Strang up there at Port Macquarie. And he's got on board. He's going to supply some fuel tanks for you. But it's great to get the bikes right, because it's not about the bikes really, it's about the charity. And that's another thing. We knew about City to Sunrise or Sunrise Foundation before we knew about you guys. And I just think for me it is a meshing of four riders supporting such a unique and fantastic charity, and it's easy to get behind and support.
Yeah, no, that's great. And when we first got in touch with you, or you first got in touch with us actually, we certainly were in need of a few pointers and some ideas and some advice on how we could get this set up to the right point. And it's been great having you on board.
One of the first things I did was crash Matt's old bike. That was easy, but I was just.
That's right, because Matt had done that enough times himself; he wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, true. Well, I hope you don't crash these ones, but with the suspension you've got, I don't think you will actually.
They're a completely different bike, thanks to Bike Tech and Frank. So
it's amazing what you can do with a simple bike like the DR, and to tune it into something that's going to take you so far. I mean, how many kilometres have you guys got planned on the trip?
Well, it's about 14,000 k's in total, so it's a pretty decent track, and there's going to be a whole mix of terrain in that. Everything from a bit of dirt, a bit of tarmac to start with, through to some goat tracks up in the back end of Laos. So we need to be prepared for everything, and I think we're pretty much there with the bikes now. Last couple of things to sort out.
Well, hopefully I'll be riding on those goat tracks. Paul will be on the beach. I'd rather do the goat tracks than
the goat tracks will be the interesting part. So no, that's fantastic.
And the show's been good to you. There's been a lot of support, a lot of interest coming in on the stand, and we're happy to have you here as part of our stand. Yeah,
no, it's been great. A lot of interest and nothing but positive feedback from people, and everything from guys coming in and saying, I've done 100,000 k's on a DR, you've chosen the right bike, which is nice to hear.
Yeah.
People looking at the setup that we've got, and comments and feedback from other riders, on things that they've done and setups that they've done. And
well, I met a woman who'd ridden through Siberia on a DR, and she was saying that you've made the right choice there too.
Yeah.
So.
No, nothing but positive support, and of course a lot of support, positive words about the charity. It's a pretty easy cause to sell, Sunrise Children's Village, so everybody sees that and understands what we're doing and why we're doing it. That's been really good as well. So hopefully we get a few people hitting the website and see what happens from there.
Yeah, and you had a great fundraiser the other night, just the night before the expo started.
Thursday night we raised over $17,000. We had about 100 people at a hotel in Pyrmont, so that was fantastic and exceeded what we were expecting, so it was really great.
Well, we're hoping that we'll get a few more supporters after the show and because of the show. And
look, the number of people that have come past here, it can only be good, so that's really great.
All right.
Thanks, Steve. Great to have you aboard.